The skin barrier is one of the most talked about topics in skincare right now. It is everywhere. Every brand is marketing it, every influencer is posting about it, and your clients are seeing it. They are walking into your treatment room with questions. So here is what I need you to ask yourself. Are you prepared to answer them? Today, I am going to show you how to go back to basics. Master the skin barrier at a professional level, and most importantly, how to speak that knowledge to your clients in a way that positions you as the expert you truly are. Hi, my name is Ansel McDonald, and welcome back to my channel. I am a licensed esthetician with 25 years in the beauty industry. In 2015, I launched my very first business with $500, and I quickly scaled it with $250,000 in 18 months. And one of the strategies that helped me do that, one of the things that helped me build loyal clients, command premium prices, and become the go-to esthetician in my area was client education. Not just good techniques, not just good products. Teaching my clients, being the person they turned to when they didn't understand their own skin. And today, I want to help you do the same thing. Now let's get into it. Let me ask you something. Why do some estheticians have fully booked calendars, loyal clients, and a six-figure business, while others are doing the same and exact services, charging similar prices, and still struggling to fill their books? It is not because they are more talented than you. It is not because they have a fancier treatment room than you. It is not because they know some secret that you don't. The difference is that they have a better system. The difference is that they have positioned themselves as educators, as trusted experts. And that positioning starts with something as fundamental as the skin barrier. When you educate, you stop looking like just another beauty provider. You start looking like the experts. And experts always attract better clients, better retention, and better income. So today we are going back to basics. We are talking about what the skin barrier actually is, what happens when it breaks down, and most importantly, how to explain to your client in a language that they will understand. Now, the skin barrier. Let's break this down from the foundation. The skin barrier, also called the stratum corneum, is the outermost layer of your skin. Now, here's the analogy I want you to use with your clients because it works every single time. Think of the skin barrier like a brick wall. Your skin cells are the bricks, and the lipids, the ceramides, the fatty acids, the cholesterol, those are the mortar that holds everything together. When that mortar is compromised, your skin does three things very well. It keeps moisture in, it keeps irritants, bacteria, and environment damage out, and it maintains the skin's natural balance. We're talking about the pH level, the microbiome, the whole ecosystem. Now write this down, because this is what I want you to teach your clients. A healthy skin barrier equals hydrated, calm, and resilient skin. That is the goal. That is always what we are working toward. Now, here's where it gets complicated. When that barrier is damaged, when the mortar starts to break down, moisture escapes, irritants get in, and the skin starts to react. And your client shows up wondering why their skin is always sensitive, always dry, always breaking out, always inflamed. So what breaks down the skin barrier? I want you to know this list. And I want you to be able to answer this when a client asks. Over-exfoliation, harsh cleansers, products with alcohol or fragrance, environmental stress, wind, cold, pollution, stress, and poor sleep. And one of the biggest things I see in our industry is over-treating too many actives at the same time. We are literally stripping the barrier, trying to get results faster, and it backfires. Now that you know what it is and what breaks it down, let's talk about how to spot it. How many of your clients right now are walking around with a damaged skin barrier and they don't even know it? I want you to think about this because the signs are right in front of you every single time, and every single time you put your hands on their skin. Here are the signs, and here is the language I want you to start using when you see them. Sign number 1, tightness and dryness that does not go away even after moisturizing. Your client says things like, I put moisturizer on constantly, but my skin still feels tight. That's a compromised barrier. Sign number 2, redness and sensitivity. Skin that reacts to everything. Products that used to work fine are now causing irritation. Your client says, I feel like my skin is getting worse, not better. That is a damaged barrier. Sign number 3, persistent breakouts, especially in areas that don't usually break out. When the barrier is down, bacteria gets in. Your client is doing everything right and still breaking out. That's a damaged barrier. Sign number 4, chronic flaking and peeling that has nothing to do with the treatment you perform. Just ongoing, unexplained peeling. That's a damaged barrier. Sign number 5, dull, lifeless skin. When the barrier is not functioning properly, the skin cannot reflect light the way it should. Now, here's what I want you to start doing in every consultation. When you see these signs, name them, look your client in the eyes and say, what I'm seeing here tells me a skin barrier may be compromised. Now you use this language because when you name it, you claim your expertise and your client will immediately trust you more. Now, this is the part most estheticians skip, and I understand why. Because we are so focused on the treatment that we forget the education. But let me tell you something. The conversation is what makes a client come back. So how do you talk to your client about the skin barrier without sounding like a textbook? Here is the exact approach I use, and I want you to try. Step number 1, start with what they are experiencing, not with what you see. Do not open with, you have a damaged skin barrier. That can feel alarming. Instead, open with, now tell me, how does your skin feel on a daily basis? Let them describe it, and then you reflect it back to them. You say, so what you're describing, the tightness, the sensitivity, the way your skin reacts to products, this is actually your skin barrier telling you it needs support. Now you've made them feel heard and you've opened the door to education. Step number 2, use the brick wall analogy. Every time, think of your skin like a brick wall. Right now, some of the mortar holding those bricks together is missing. When that happens, moisture escapes and irritants get in. Job together is to rebuild that wall. That's simple, clear, and your client will understand it immediately. Step number 3, connect their home care to the barrier. This is how you get better client compliance. When you recommend a product, you tie it back to the barrier. I am recommending this ceramide moisturizer because ceramides are literally one of the key ingredients of the mortar I told you about. When you apply this morning and night, you are feeding your barrier. Now they understand the why. And clients who understand the why actually use their home care. Clients who use their home care gets better results. Clients who get better results, well, they come back. They refer, and they leave 5-star reviews. Step number 4, you set realistic expectations around barrier repair. Tell your client repairing the skin barrier is not a one-time session fix. This takes consistency and typically 4 to 8 weeks of the right routine combined with the right treatments. And during that time, we're going to simplify your skincare. Less is more when the barrier is compromised. Do not skip that part. This is very important. When you set expectations up front, you prevent the frustration later. And you position yourself as a long-term skin partner, not just a one-time appointment. Now let's talk about what you actually do in the treatment room and what you send your clients home with. When I am treating a compromised skin barrier, my approach is 3 words: calm, hydrate, protect. That is the framework. That is it. In the treatment room, this means I am not reaching for actives. I am not doing a chemical peel. I am not exfoliating aggressively. I am choosing ingredients that support and repair, not challenge. We're talking ceramides, acid, oat extract, aloe vera. These are your allies when the barrier is down. For home care, I am sending home with 3 things max: a gentle hydrating cleanser, nothing foaming, nothing with sulfate, a barrier repair moisturizer with ceramides, and an SPF. Every single day, do not skip this part. This is very important. The sun is one of the biggest contributors to ongoing barrier damage. And if your client is not wearing SPF, you are rebuilding that wall every treatment and they are tearing it down every time they step outside. And here is what I say word for word. For the next 4 to 6 weeks, your only job is to keep it simple, cleanse, moisturize, protect. That's it. No new products, no experimenting, no more than what I just gave. Simplicity is the treatment when the barrier is damaged. Less is truly more. Now, before we keep going, I want to pause for a second. If you're watching this and you're realizing that client education has been a missing piece in your business, if you know you have the skills, but you are struggling to turn those skills into consistent bookings and a business you are proud of, I want to talk to you directly. Click the link in my bio and get on a one-on-one call with me. And we will definitely get you educating your clients and on the road to 6 figures. I have helped estheticians all over this country build profitable businesses, booked practices, and I would love to do the same for you. That link is right in the bio. Click on it. Now let's bring this full circle. Because I told you at the beginning that client education is one of the most powerful business tools you have. And that is one of the things that placed me on top in my area. I educated clients and they saw visible results. Let me explain exactly why. When you educate your clients, when you teach them about their skin barrier, when you explain the why behind every product and every treatment, you do 3 things at the same time. Number 1, you build trust. Your client no longer feels like they are paying for a service. They feel like they are investing in their health. And that is a completely different relationship. Number 2, you increase retention. Clients who understand their skin and their treatment plan do not skip appointments. They do not cancel last minute, and they do not go try something else because their friend recommended it. They stay because you are not just an esthetician, you are their skin expert. Number 3, you justify your pricing. When you sit with a client and say, here is what is happening to your skin, here is why we are doing what we're doing, and here is the result we are working toward, you are no longer charging for time, you are charging for expertise, and expertise commands premium prices. Estheticians earning between $150,000 to $200,000 and more in this industry, they are not necessarily doing different services than you. They are doing this. They are educating, they are communicating, and they are positioning themselves as experts. Because people do not only buy services, they buy feelings, they buy confidence, they buy transformation, and they also buy the version of themselves they want to become. And when you teach your client about their skin barrier and show them the path to healthier skin, and you definitely show them results, you are selling that transformation. And that is worth every dollar you charge. Now let me leave you with this. Going back to basics is not a step backwards. It is the foundation of everything. If your clients do not understand the skin barrier, they will never fully trust the process. They will never commit to their home care, and they will never fully appreciate the work that you do. So this week, I want you to do one thing in your very next client consultation. Use the brick wall analogy. Explain what the skin barrier is, what's breaking it down, and what you are going to do together to repair it. That one conversation could change the client relationship forever. Now, if this video gave you value, and I believe it did, I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, are you currently educating your clients on the skin barrier? And if so, what language do you use? Let's have that conversation. And if you're a beautician who is ready to take your business to the next level, ready to go to be a 6-figure income earner, head on over to Handstyle Beauty Society, because over there we are creating wealthy beauticians. Click the link in my bio and get on a one-on-one call with me. And also like, subscribe, and share this with another esthetician who would absolutely use this information. Like, follow, and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you on the next video.